Hello, loves. Welcome. I'm Shalon from Soulful Beauty. We're going to pull some oracle cards today and see what messages are coming through to help support you on your journey. We're using the Goddess Power Oracle today. And if you haven't been here before, I love working with Goddess energy. It is just what I have been called to on my own journey, on my own self-love journey. Okay. I've really resonated more with goddesses and, deep diving into more what each one represents and how they can further support me in my journey, because you will have goddesses that call for you if you're called to work with them along your journey. And it's about like learning more about them and tapping into that energy to help support you further along. Okay, so like if you're wanting, hypothetically, okay, if you're wanting more like romance in your life, you're going to want to call on Aphrodite. All right, and we're entering into February, which is like this beautiful month dedicated all to love and romance and all of this beautiful focus on love, right? But it's not just for couples, right? We focus on so much that it's like has to be for couples and whatever else, and it is not. Love is like a feeling in itself, right? We are all meant to embody love. And if we're not loving, then it is just a lack of love. Okay. So, I'm not sure why that was all meant to come up right now. Because my Aphrodite card is not even in this deck right now. But there's also like, there's different goddesses that you can call on for anything. Okay. Like, I love Goddess Freya. She's this like beautiful Viking Nordic goddess. She came up in the deck like last week, and she's just like very powerful. And she also, deals with love, but she is, very powerful and warrior spirit is what I was trying to say. So like you want to call on these goddesses. I can't even shuffle the cards right now. If you're called to work with them, you're going to want to call on these goddesses. And I actually offered a Goddess Codes course where we did just this, and there was like goddesses that came through to us while we were working in the course. Can't shuffle cards right now while I'm talking. And as well as like each lovely lady learned which goddess was calling out to her based on what symbols, like synchronicities and everything. When I was being called to work with Morgan, I had crows. Crows were like a constant with that, right? So that is something that is of interest to you. Let me know. I might offer the course again. Okay. Wise leadership. So, Epona, she looks like a warrior goddess, but she's stepping up into her wise leadership. Okay. 14 breaks down to a 5, which is all about change. Okay. So big changes that are happening right now in our lives. And it's funny that I was actually just talking about, love, because I just noticed, I've never actually looked at this before, but she is holding in her hand, like, to me, this looks like it very well could be a crystal, but to me, this looks like a heart shape, like a human heart, in green. Okay. So green is our heart chakra, right? And that is all focused on love as well. So I think more so like embodying more love into your life, because when you can give yourself the love and attention that you're longing for, then you're able to call that in from the world around you. So stepping into the world with a sense of surety and positive self-worth is what's called for now. Okay. Because I work with lots of people, women, I guess I should say, who are on this like spiritual journey, most of them have their own gifts and stuff that they're going to be like sharing with the world. We are stepping up into these leadership roles, right? Higher roles than what you have been doing, than what you have been used to. Okay. So Epona, the Celtic Roman horse goddess of leadership and guidance, offers you her wisdom. Okay. know that you have what it takes to heed it. You can do anything you place your attention on, and you'll find it easy to accomplish what's needed for your intentions to take form. Whether you are aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failures and losses is modeling the way forward for others. Okay, so it's funny that this is coming up because my word for 2025 was pivotal, right? And pivot in general, right? If something doesn't work out the way we thought it was supposed to, we just pivot. Okay, there are no wrong choices. There are no mistakes. There are no like whatever. Everything is always meant to happen the way, like, I will 100% agree that I feel like I have like made choices in my life that resulted in seeming like a failure, but they made me pivot into a different direction, into this higher version of myself, into doing this spiritual work, into stepping into my entrepreneurial journey, into doing all of these things, right? So there is a wisdom growing within you. Being true to who you are and placing integrity and humility equal to enthusiasm makes you a wise leader indeed, one that the goddess Epona is so proud of. Being overly assertive and determined to take action is not in favor of at this time. And that's what I've been saying, is we have literally been we're in winter. We're in winter outside, which means we're in winter inside. Are we wanting to make plans? Yes. Are we taking drastic action? Not as of yet. Okay. If you feel afraid of making a mistake or worry that you will somehow compromise yourself or disappoint someone else, consider this as a time to regroup and assess the details. As the goddess Epona knows, not all paths are meant to be explored, not all battles are meant to be fought, and not all opportunities will pan out. Beware of the tendency to overreach. You have come a long way, and the best leader knows when to take a break. Your task is to hold back and breathe deeply, trusting fully that when the time comes to act, the goddess Epona will guide you, okay? And this is also why we want to take time to turn inward and be like, what do I need to do right now, right? As women, we are meant to trust in our cycles and trust in our seasons and flow with those and through those, right? You don't want to act too soon out of fear and insecurity, or even by hubris. I'm not even sure if I know that word, as you will surely slip and lose your stance. Take heart, for this is the perfect moment for a time out to see what the goddess Epona truly has for you. The divine has you safe and secure. You just need to wait. Okay. So it talks of what's coming through right now is like when we feel like we're stuck, when we're in like a standstill, when we want to be taking action, but like it's like no matter what we do, nothing's working out kind of thing, because we're not actually meant to be doing all the time, right? There comes a point where we need to like turn inward, like we've been talking about with this like new moon energy and everything, right? And where we are actually being put into like it's like a seed, it's like a womb, right? And it's before we need to plant the seeds and allow them time to germinate before we see results, right? And so this is about like actually making the plans and planting the seeds and the intentions and all of that before we can actually take action on them. Springtime is action, okay? Springtime is when we're like, here we go, we're getting everything going, right? And then summer is when we are like in full bloom. It's when the flowers are blooming and everything, right? And then fall is in our harvest, when we're like reaping the benefits of everything that we've been working on. And then we go back into fall, where we're like hibernating and we're like resting and we're recalibrating and we're figuring out what it is, everything else that we need to do, right? So trust in these seasons, okay? If you're tired, let yourself rest. Okay, it is okay to not be doing all the time. All right, so let me know how those messages resonated with you. If you have any further questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I love when you comment in the description below how these messages resonated with you and everything. But if you want to work with me, I have transformational sessions that are available. I have my Oracle card guidance that is available, and I also have Self-Love Queen Academy that is coming up in March, because March is springtime. So let me know, and all the links for those will be in the description below, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.